Hello friends, welcome to Expert Medical Coding. In today's video, we're going to learn about ICD-10 CM PCS updates 2023 4th quarter part 7. In this video, we're going to cover two coding clinics, and the first one is non-proliferative and proliferative sickle cell retinopathy, and the next one is extraocular muscle entrapment. So let's get started with the first one. Non-proliferative and proliferative sickle cell retinopathy. And the update here is code H36 retinal disorders in diseases classified elsewhere has been expanded to create 9 codes to identify non-proliferative and proliferative retinopathy that is related to sickle cell disease. The new codes are H36.811 non-proliferative sickle cell retinopathy right eye, H36.812 non-proliferative sickle cell retinopathy left eye, H36.813 non-proliferative sickle cell retinopathy bilateral, H36.819 non-proliferative sickle cell retinopathy unspecified eye, H36.821 proliferative sickle cell retinopathy right eye, H36.822 proliferative sickle cell retinopathy left eye, H36.823 proliferative sickle cell retinopathy bilateral, H36.829 proliferative sickle cell retinopathy unspecified eye, and H36.89 other retinal disorders in diseases classified elsewhere. Sickle cell disease is the most common inherited blood disorder. Proliferative retinopathy is an ocular manifestation of sickle cell disease characterized by neovascularization, an abnormal growth of blood vessels in the retina caused by the response of retinal cells to bypass damaged vessels. The new vessels are fragile and they can leak. The vessels may even grow off the retina into the vitreous and cause vitreous hemorrhage and retinal detachment. Non-proliferative retinopathy may cause vasoocclusion and local ischemia. It occurs in early retinopathy and is without neovascularization. Salmon patches in the peripheral retina indicate retinal hemorrhage due to occlusion of the retinal vasculature. Symptoms of sickle cell retinopathy include blind spots, sudden onset of floaters, blurry vision, and flashes of lights. However, vision impairment and blindness can occur. Treatment may indicate observation, retinal ablation surgery, or injection of anti-VEGF biological agents. Proliferative retinopathies have differing treatments based on ocular and systemic diseases. The creation of these new codes will help aid in differentiating sickle cell retinopathy from other types of retinopathies. Now let's move toward the next coding clinic, that is extraocular muscle entrapment. Subcategory H50.6 mechanical strabismus has been expanded and 21 codes have been created to identify extraocular muscle entrapment. The new codes are as follows: H50.621 inferior oblique muscle entrapment right eye, H50.622 inferior oblique muscle entrapment left eye, H50.629 inferior oblique muscle entrapment unspecified eye, H50.631 inferior rectus muscle entrapment right eye, H50.632 inferior rectus muscle entrapment left eye, H50.639 inferior rectus muscle entrapment unspecified eye, H50.641 lateral rectus muscle entrapment right eye, H50.642 lateral rectus muscle entrapment left eye, H50.649 lateral rectus muscle entrapment unspecified eye, H50.651 medial rectus muscle entrapment right eye, H50.652 medial rectus muscle entrapment left eye, H50.659 medial rectus muscle entrapment unspecified eye, H50.661 superior oblique muscle entrapment right eye, H50.662 superior oblique muscle entrapment left eye, H50.669 superior oblique muscle entrapment unspecified eye, H50.671 superior rectus muscle entrapment right eye, H50.672 superior rectus muscle entrapment left eye, H50.679 superior rectus muscle entrapment unspecified eye, H50.681 extraocular muscle entrapment unspecified right eye, H50.682 extraocular muscle entrapment unspecified left eye, H50.689 extraocular muscle entrapment unspecified eye. These scores will uniquely identify the entrapment of the 6 extraocular muscles that control movement of the eye. The superior rectus and inferior oblique muscles elevate the eye and move it upward and outward. The lateral rectus muscle abducts, moving the eye laterally away from the nose. The superior oblique and the medial rectus muscles adducts and move the eye medially towards the nose. Inferior rectus muscle moves the eye downward. Extraocular muscle entrapment is typically seen in the setting of orbital floor fractures. Entrapment is often associated with diplopia and gaze disturbance, severe ocular pain on attempted range of motion, and nausea and vomiting. Treatment requires surgery to free the muscle to prevent complications such as necrosis of the incarcerated muscle. Please like, share and subscribe to Expert Medical Coding. Thanks for watching.